The Fan 2 are a fantastic IM. These are the most coherent IM I've ever heard. They are easily a 5-star out of 5-star for me. The only fan you'll ever need. Welcome everyone. Today I'll review the Penon Fan 2. I've heard a lot of Penon as a company and as to how they make some of the amazing IM at their respective price range. Penon started as a cable manufacturer and then they started making IMs. The Penon Serial, the Penon Globe, the Penon 10th anniversary, which was launched in 2023. And most of the IMs have a separate fan base, including today's star of the show, the Penon Fan 2. When I got the opportunity to review the Fan 2, I was giddy and I was very excited for this review, and glad to say the excitement only increased when I heard it more and more. I would like to say a big thanks to Penon Audio for sending me this review unit, but all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are my own. So let's get started. Let's talk about the build quality, comfort and accessories. They come in a simple yellow box which has a big protective case which has cutouts for the IM and the cable. It also comes with 3 sets of tips, among which there are 2 pairs of foam tips, a shirt clip and a cable tie, and also cleaning tool. These additional accessories are really great. I wish more companies did it. The case, although a bit big and impractical for pocketing it daily, it is great for carrying the IMs around and something else like a dongle jack or something. And the cutout can also be removed and you can use it normally, and they're really strong, they're really sturdy. The cable it comes with is a Penon OS 133 which retails for around $40, and it's a fantastic cable. It doesn't have any ear hooks, but they're top notch when it comes to quality. At this price range they should have come with a modular cable in my opinion. I have selected a 3.5mm, but you can choose between 2.5, 3.5 or 4.4mm. Since these don't have any ear hook, beware of the reverse polarity when using the cable. So yeah, you might have to be careful of that. The price for this, they retail around $279. The faceplate of this IM are really good. They are really photogenic and they look really awesome. I've been asked about it a lot of times, as you can see over here. The faceplate of this IM looks really good. They are so photogenic. One big issue is the nozzle length. They are quite big and many might have issues with it. I didn't have any issues with it that much, but for greater comfort I started using the whiteboard tips from GK20, as you can see over here. And they open the treble a bit and they offer better comfort too. I highly suggest going a size or even 2 down than you normally wear because of the deep insertion. After some tip rolling, these fit like a glove to me, almost like a custom IM to my ears now. The isolation is also really good, probably the best I've ever had. Although they are comfortable and a tip roll, I can wear them for maybe an hour or 2, after which I would have to take them out, which even generally is a good idea to do no matter the IM you wear. The Penon Fan 2 has 4 drivers, 2 6mm DDs for the lows, 1 Sonian BA for the mid-range, 1 Knowles BA for the treble. They are really easy to drive. They can be driven off anything. They don't have any driver flex which I have seen. So let's talk about the sound. Overall they sound mildly W-shaped with a tinge of bass boost, but yet they're overall very neutral. In the sea of harmon-tuned IMs, the Fan 2 is a breath of fresh air, and I don't mean in a short way but in a very grand way, because this is really good when it comes to that. They're probably the most coherent IM I have ever listened to. It is just so good. The bass, the mids, the treble all lie in the same plane, and it is so refreshing to hear that nothing is speaking over anything else except maybe the bass with a tinge of a bass boost. I paired the Fan 2 with the FIO BTR5, the Muse Hi-Fi M4, the Hebe FC6, the Razer USB-C dongle jack, and my smartphone. With the FC6, the Fan 2 paired together, I couldn't take them out of my ears. They sounded so good. The warmness and the sound signature of the FC6 and the coherency of the Fan 2 matches so well. This setup sounded so analog, and it reminded me of the old speakers I heard as a kid. The analog nature of the FC6 and the Fan 2 are a match made in heaven in my opinion. But this also sounded really good, really clean out of the Muse Hi-Fi M4, wherein the treble was opened a bit and I could really hear the details opened up a bit. That was also really good. So these two pairing were really good, especially the FC6 in my opinion. They do have a slight BA timbre, and the overall tonality of the IMs is perfect. So let's talk about bass. The overall bass is just shy of neutral. In tracks like Waltz by Sunny or Crack Crack Crackle by Classy, the bass isn't good. but the bass has fantastic quality. The texture of the bass is absolutely fantastic and hits really cleanly, but it lacks that punch and thump I would personally would have liked for those songs. The sub bass is here lacks that punch and thump, but has that great quality I talked about previously. The mid bass is also really good over here. It has a good overall texture continued over here too. They have more of a mid bass than the sub bass. So if you like a good mid bass, then the sub bass, this is the IM for you. The overall bass, although lacks that punch and thump, I'm generally accustomed to, but I'm never wanting for more in the Fan 2. Both the sub bass and the mid bass has that great analog speaker like texture, which I really love. This isn't a bass set IM by no means. When listening to the 1985 album by Cassiopeia, it had amazing instrument texture, especially when the bass was playing by Tetsuro Sakurai. Talking about the mids, they have really good mids overall. When listening to Chris Cornell, Bill Withers, although it sounds good and the rich voice has really good texture present, I personally would have liked a bit more presence over here for their voices. Female vocals surprisingly sound okay over here, but I'm someone who likes the female vocals to be a sort of shrilly. For example, when listening to Hako Yamazaki's Anu Yumini, although her voice sounds good, it doesn't have that richness over in the Fan 2. Another song I would like to say is Happy and Princess by Sumire Uyesaka, which is Tearmun Tekiku Monogatari OP. Sorry for butchering it. It doesn't come across that well. But this controlled upper mids is also a boon to those people who are very sensitive to upper mids, like most G5 IMs out there. This allows them to enjoy the mids, upper mids without being too shrilly. The overall coherency of the vocals with the other parts of the song is really good, be it male vocals or female vocals. It sounded very well controlled. Maybe that's a trade-off over here which I have to see. The treble, it has quite good of openness over here and the sparkle here without being too much in the face. It is not the most airy IM out there. Although I wouldn't call it a dark treble, but it has an overall very smooth treble. This is a boon to the people who do not like sibilant treble found in most G5 IMs. The treble extension, in my opinion, is not the best out there. This isn't a treble head IM in my opinion. Technicalities, these are quite average when it comes to technicalities. It does struggle with songs when they get too busy, but overall they are bang on average. Soundstage, it is a bit weird over here because this has no width for the soundstage, but the depth of the soundstage is very good, and it is evident when I'm listening to Asayake in the 1985 live by Cassiopeia. But then again, this is boon for those people who like narrow soundstage for IMs. There are many who likes this in an IM. I'm someone who loves a big and wide soundstage, and this doesn't have that. It has a bit of a cramped soundstage, although the depth of the soundstage is very good. The imaging and layering of the sound is fantastic in my opinion. The 1985 live album by Cassiopeia sounds amazing here because of its very good imaging. The gaming test, they are quite average when gaming. For the occasional sessions, they're quite okay, but I wouldn't suggest them buying for that. You can get a good idea between left, right, and have a decent idea of the surroundings, but I wouldn't still suggest that for gaming. They're quite average for that. Recommendation: the Fan 2 are a fantastic IM. These are the most coherent IM I've ever heard. They are easily a 5-star out of 5-star for me, even though the soundstage is not that wide, even though the female vocals are not that to my taste, but still the coherency of the IM is really good. It's out of the charts, and they don't offend anyone in any way, but also is really enjoyable. It sounds really analog and plays really well with a warm sounding source like the Hibi FC6. Although not the best female vocals out there, but I still keep them in my ears. There is just something about them which I can't say. I think so you should definitely try to buy the Fan 2, or at least keep them on the top of the list when shopping for an IM at this price range. In the sea of harmon tuned IMs, the Fan 2 stands out like being being something different. While it might not suit like genres like modern day J-pop or some female vocals, but they're very coherent, as I'm saying, and I'm sounding like a broken record, and it's an excellent IM, and I'm listening to it daily. So yeah, that was my review of the Fan 2. I really like the IM, as you could see from my review. Although it does miss some points, it is really good. I highly suggest. I never really understood the hype behind Penon, but after listening to the Fan 2, I really did understand it. Yeah, so that was my review of the Penon Fan 2. I hope you liked it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section below, and I'll try to help you out. If you would subscribe and like to my channel, that would really mean a lot. 93% of my people watching this aren't subscribed to my channel. So if you could subscribe, that would really mean a lot, and I could bring more videos like this out to you guys. So yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye.